Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. New Jersey Devils vs. New York Rangers, a Metropolitan Division showdown looms as the New Jersey Devils head to Madison Square Garden to face the New York Rangers. Both teams are coming off contrasting results, with the Devils looking to bounce back from a tight 6-5 loss to the Washington Capitals, while the Rangers are fresh off a much-needed 4-3 victory over the Montreal Canadiens, snapping a 5-game losing streak. The Devils have been one of the most potent offensive teams in the NHL this season, ranking second overall in scoring with an impressive 3.48 goals per game. Their offensive success is a direct result of their exceptional shot production and power play efficiency. New Jersey leads the league with a 33.7% success rate on the power play and sits sixth overall in shots per game at 30.37. With a shooting percentage of 11.5%, they are creating scoring opportunities at an elite level. Despite a solid offensive showing, the Devils' goaltending has been merely average. Jacob Markstrom, who is expected to start, has posted an 11-6-1 record with a goals against average of 2.62 and a save percentage of .902. Markstrom had a fairly average 2023-24 campaign as well, but with New Jersey's offense clicking, the goaltending hasn't needed to be spectacular for them to remain competitive. The Rangers have been a much more inconsistent team, especially on the offensive side. After snapping a 5-game losing streak with their win over Montreal, the Rangers find themselves in the middle of a 5-game homestand, which they began with a 1-0-0 record. However, their offensive struggles have been apparent, as they are averaging just 2.40 goals per game over their last 5 outings, a significant drop from their season average of 3.26 goals per game. A key issue for the Rangers has been a dip in shot production, with the team averaging only 27.2 shots per game over their last 5 games, compared to a season average of 29.83. With the offense stagnating and the defense allowing 4.2 goals per game in their last 5 contests, New York will need to rediscover its scoring touch if they are to keep up with a high-powered Devils team. Igor Shesterkin, expected to start in net, has been solid this season with an .881 record, a goals against average of 2.93, and a save percentage of .913. While he's been one of the league's better goaltenders, his recent form has left something to be desired, especially with the Rangers' defensive lapses. The Devils come into this game with a clear edge on offense, while the Rangers have been struggling to put the puck in the net. New Jersey's high-powered offense, which thrives on generating shots and capitalizing on power plays, will test Shesterkin and a Rangers defense that has given up plenty of goals recently. The Rangers' scoring woes will be put to the test against a team that not only scores, but does so with efficiency. My team pick is the Devils' money line. The Devils are the better team right now, with an offense that is clicking on all cylinders and a defense that is capable of handling the Rangers' sputtering attack. New Jersey's success on the road, 7-3-0 as favorites, suggests they are more than capable of winning this one, with both teams capable of producing offense. Despite New York's struggles, this game could see enough goals to push the total over 6.5. Expect a close, high-paced contest, especially with the potential for overtime. Chicago Blackhawks vs. Toronto Maple Leafs. The Chicago Blackhawks are in a rebuilding phase, and while Connor Bedard remains the face of the future, his impact hasn't been enough to turn the Blackhawks' fortunes around just yet. Chicago currently sits at a disappointing 4-8-2 on the road this season and struggles to generate offense, ranking 30th in the NHL with only 2.48 goals per game. However, their defensive play has been respectable, ranking 12th in the league with a 2.96 goals against average (GA). The pieces are there, and while Bedard has faced some criticism, he's still performing well with 5 goals and 19 points through 24 games, showing glimpses of why he's considered a generational talent. In their most recent game, the Blackhawks were handed a tough 6-3 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Petr Mrazek struggled in net, allowing 5 goals on 35 shots, and despite Bedard's contributions, the team couldn't keep pace. Chicago has the potential to be competitive, but they're still a team in transition. The Toronto Maple Leafs are aiming for bigger things in 2024-25, with Stanley Cup aspirations firmly in their sights. The Leafs have been playing solid hockey with a 10-3-0 record at home, and while they've been missing their captain, Austin Matthews, they've managed to keep things afloat. Toronto's offense has still been potent, averaging 3.04 goals per game, ranking in the top 15 in the NHL. However, the most significant improvement this season has been their goaltending, with Joseph Woll and Ilya Samsonov posting a combined .922 save percentage, addressing the team's biggest weakness from previous seasons. Mitch Marner has been the standout star in Matthews' absence, putting up 31 points in 22 games. The other members of the core are also performing well, and with Matthews nearing a full recovery, the Leafs look like a team that's primed for a deep playoff run. Their most recent victory came against the Tampa Bay Lightning, where 4 players, including a returning Matthews, posted 2 points each. Woll made 38 saves in the 5-3 win, showing the strength of the Leafs' defensive and goaltending play. Chicago has been inconsistent on the road, with struggles on offense and a tendency to allow goals at times. Bedard has provided flashes of brilliance, but the Blackhawks' lack of scoring depth has hurt them in many matchups. On the other hand, Toronto has been one of the more balanced teams in the league this season. Despite Matthews' absence, their core players, led by Marner, have kept the offense moving, and their goaltending has been strong enough to win games, especially at home. The Leafs' recent form is much stronger, with a 5-1-0 record in their last 6 games, while the Blackhawks continue to stumble, especially away from home. With Toronto's depth and momentum, they'll likely overpower a Blackhawks team that's still learning how to compete at a high level. My team pick is Toronto minus 1.5 goals. The Maple Leafs have been dominant, and with a full roster returning, they should have no trouble covering the spread against a Blackhawks team that struggled on the road. My total pick is under 7 goals. Both teams have been solid defensively of late, with the Blackhawks struggling to score and the Maple Leafs allowing just 2.10 goals per game over their last 10 games. This game should be a tough, defensive battle, with both goaltenders looking to keep the scoring to a minimum. Dallas Stars versus Utah Hockey Club. The Dallas Stars have been on a roll recently, picking up big wins against solid opponents like the Colorado Avalanche and the Winnipeg Jets. Heading into this matchup, the Stars have a strong record and a well-balanced team that has been producing both offensively and defensively. They're averaging 3.43 goals per game and have a solid power play, converting 17.3% of their opportunities. Offensively, Matt Duchene is leading the charge with 12 goals, while Mason Marchman's 14 assists and Wyatt Johnston's 63 shots on goal provide depth throughout the lineup. Defensively, the Stars have been excellent, allowing just 2.61 goals per game. Goaltenders Jake Oettinger and Casey DeSmith have been solid, with Oettinger facing the lion's share of the shots. The Utah Hockey Club has been inconsistent. They're averaging 2.88 goals per game, which isn't terrible, but it's significantly less than what Dallas is putting up. Dylan Gunter leads Utah with 10 goals, while Clayton Keller has been providing a lot of offense with 57 shots on goal. However, their defense has been shaky, allowing 3.04 goals per game, and their penalty kill is struggling at just 76.9%. Goaltenders Connor Ingram and Karel Vejmelka have both been giving up a significant number of goals, which will make it hard to keep up with a high-scoring team like Dallas. My team pick is Dallas Stars to win. The Stars are the stronger team on both sides of the puck and are playing better hockey entering this contest. Utah simply doesn't have the firepower or defensive structure to match up with Dallas, especially when the Stars are clicking. My total pick is over. Given Utah's defensive issues and Dallas's strong offense, this game is likely to see plenty of goals. With both teams allowing over 2.5 goals per game and the Stars being a high-scoring team, the over is the safer bet.